Hello, and welcome to the next episode on the Cornerstone SMP server. And if you're new for us, this village is what I've been working on before. Kind of started doing a mountain over there, but the most important thing is this enclosed city within this wall. And yeah, the wall ends at some point, but we'll get that eventually. But we've been doing about 5 houses each episode, and let me show you what we actually got done in the last episode, because I'm loving how this is coming out. Let me give you a real quick tour before we get started. So I did kind of this line in the last episode with a couple houses over there. Now I'm loving how this is coming out. The nooks and crannies in here is just amazing. Just the atmosphere as you walk through is absolutely amazing. And I need to get probably trees here, I've said in the last episode, and we'll probably eventually, maybe not in this episode, maybe we'll see, get a kind of another building here and work our way that way. But yeah, I got these houses over here to kind of do this nook and cranny and come out here in the middle, and then this nook and cranny I'm loving. So I worked a little bit more on this one to kind of enclose it in. So it was open here in the last episode, but now you can go up and get into this building, which I haven't actually put anything in. And there will be a ravine this way. I had to redesign it, but let me go back here real quick. So I can close all this in, so this will pop you out here, and I started to get the outline for the house that I didn't complete in the last episode. But the most important thing is I've started a bridge, so I wanted to kind of build out this wall here. And hi, Mr. Piggy, making all sorts of noises. And yeah, so that's going to lead up to the bridge. So I still probably need to build this out, and there'll be a little bit arch here. But the one thing I want to do is, I've been meaning to do this for a long time. So if you see our buildings or our walls going to come out here, but if we continue going this direction alongside of this, between these two bays here, ta-da, to the back of Town Hall. So I think I want to put a path right through, maybe here? Yeah, right through here. And as you saw in the time lapse at the beginning of the video, got this all done. Let's go take a walk. I love how this came out. Now this was definitely quantity over quality. I just want to get this done, but kind of did this arch here. I love how this come out, and I still love the azaleas. It's the right amount of color against the green. I just love it. So I need to put a map around here somewhere. Originally was going to put it here, but I kind of got a bunch of trees, so maybe, just maybe. Actually, no. I got to figure out how big it is, I guess, but maybe we can fit it in there. But let's go take a walk. So yeah, like I said, I didn't go crazy with any of this landscaping. I did start to put some of these boulders in, as you can kind of see. Didn't do too much like I normally would in my city, but yeah, I love how these bridges came out. Let's take a little bit of a side look at these. Yeah, not overly detailed, but just enough. I kind of like the shape of those. Wanted to go all cobble, make it look like, we're way out here. And kind of around areas like this, I put some fences, and so people don't get creepered. I actually made this too tall so nobody can come out of this hole. Yeah, and basically just went all oak around the side, and I went through so many saplings and so much bone meal, it's not even funny. This waterfall just went to here, so I carved this through, if you kind of caught that in the time lapse, and made it empty over there. Let's see here. I was going to carve this way because there is a little bit of water over there, but yeah, I decided just to leave it. And then had this wrap around. And then I carved this one through so that it dumped into this little pond. Yeah, I love it. Kind of came up here. I wanted this to be like open pastures. So didn't put a lot of trees over here. Just made it overgrown. And then this was interesting. Had a lot of choices on where the path to go, but I figured going across here looked a little bit better. Yeah. I like how this came out. So I'm trying to remember. It was just the pond, so I think I actually had to carve it from here on through. Is all man-made. You can kind of see a little bit of the patterns are wonky, but I can't be bothered. Like I said, this was quantity over quality. And maybe one of these days I'll come back through here and do a little bit more, but I doubt it. And just went with slabs to make stairs. And in the time lapse, you saw that I built this one, but I actually built that one too. But let's go down this original path. I'll come back around and show you the other one. And I think I ended up with 3 or 4 beehives along here. I love that. Gives it, motion. A little bit more interest. And gave some 2 seating areas for the weird blob with water coming out of it. Yep, next to an ocean. Mm-hmm. That's a thing. And this miracle of I have no clue. I should actually connect that and just make it look like it's a kitchen sink faucet or something. I don't know. I just decided to leave it. I wasn't going to cut it down. In areas like this, which were a little bit wonky, I decided to leave. It just gives a little bit more interest as you kind of going along. I believe there was a pond here, so I made it spill over and down into the ocean just by cutting some stuff away here. And then I decided it needed a source, so I put in a waterfall. And yeah, I tell you what, I thought this was going to be a quick thing, but it's just far enough. And let me backtrack here. Starting at... Oh god, I went way beyond it. Starting at that tree line, I had to put all of this dirt in. As you can kind of see here, there's stone on each side. So anywhere up here that you see is grass or path was all me having to put it in. I went through so much grass, like I said, so much sapling and so much bone meal. It's not even funny. I think I ran through every piece of bone meal that I had. Kind of did a little pond scene up here. And this is where that other one comes through, but we'll come back to that real quick. Another pond here. I kind of wish I actually had speed on now just to get through this. And then we come to the back of the city. So this will actually be a mountain right here. That'll lead up to that orange piece there. So that'll be the peak. It's going to be a really tall one. And kind of continue that mountain that I did. And we're going to go back to here. So as you can see, this wall is actually going to come around to there. And then it's going to cut across. And then I originally had it coming at an angle. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. But let's go take a look at this other path here. Right here. And I put this other path in just so I could display this other bay that's on the other side here. Oh yeah, here's one of the other beehives. Hello, Mr. Bee. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Yeah, so here's that other bay. And then this kind of dipped you into like a little valley with a lava fall? Yeah, that's what we'll call it. So I was going to put some more black and made it kind of burnt, but for now I just replaced a lot of the grass with podzol and coarse dirt and kind of put some dried up bushes here. And then this just comes around and ends up back at the original path. Right here. Yeah, so I like how that came out. You know, that took longer to walk than I really expected, but let's take a look at a kind of a bird's eye view here. Kind of got a little bit of that in the time lapse. There's the original. And here's where it splits off. And it connects back in and to the back of the mountains. Yeah, so I'm going to end this here. That took way longer than I expected. I actually can't wait to get this mountain in. So if you can imagine, if I follow the train, here, let me get my cursor back. So if I follow the train and go up and peak it in the middle there, this is going to be a large mountain. And that'll look really good against the other mountains that I have here. Let's sit ourselves up here. Yeah, so if you can imagine a real big peak there, it's going to come off of this ledge here. Yeah, that's going to be awesome, but look how this village is coming out. I love the old and the new one. It's amazing. But anyways, I think I am going to end it here. That took way longer than expected. Kind of wanted to get some couple houses done and maybe that bridge, but it's not going to happen. But if you're not subscribed yet, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you like this content, hit that like button. Until next time, see ya!